back to another video. Today back with another match preview. This time it's Swansea City versus Bristol City in the Sky Bet Championship this Saturday, 12:30 kick-off at the Swansea.com Stadium. So let's get straight into it then. Obviously we're still yet to win a league game this season. Obviously we were knocked out of the cup by Bournemouth earlier on this week, but I thought it was a very positive performance considering, you know, it's Premier League opposition. Bristol is going to be a tough game. You know, it's always a tough game against Bristol, especially in recent years. I think, you know, they've got the better of us, we've got the better of them. We've had some draws. I think last season we drew against them. Did we play them 4 times? I think we drew 3 of them, if I'm right in saying that.
Yeah, I think we drew 3 and then lost one of them, I think.
Yeah, well, we did win one before the derby, but I know that they beat us on penalties in the replay. Or was it? No, it was extra time. It was. But yeah, always tough games against Bristol though. But yeah, anyway, what's your thoughts going into this game?
Well, yeah, as you said, you know, we're not on great form at all. You know, we haven't won a game so far this season. Bristol, I suppose it's a good opportunity for us to try and get back to, you know, winning ways, try and get a win under our belt. You know, because I think both teams haven't been that great so far this season. But, you know, anything can happen. You know, it is always a good game against Bristol. It's always quite an even game, end to end, always a good atmosphere. So, yeah, it's gonna be a tough one, but you know, we just gotta see what happens. You know, we've obviously got international break after this as well, and then we've got Cardiff away, so you know, got some tough fixtures coming up. But you know, we'll just have to see what happens.
Yeah, and then now going on to the injury news to start off for Swans. Luke will give you the Swans injury news.
Injury news for us, it's just Liam Walsh for us.
Yeah, and then now going on to Bristol, they've got 4 players out. Number 1 is their key striker, Tommy Conway, with a hamstring injury. Secondly, they've got McRory with a virus out. He's out with the virus. And then you've got Atkinson and Benarus, both out with ACL injuries. But now going on to key players then. So for the Swans, number 1, I'm going to go with Matt Grimes. Obviously got that penalty against Bournemouth on Tuesday, a very good finish. Secondly, I'm going to go with Josh Ginnelly. He always looks bright when he comes on, and I want to see him start. And then thirdly, I'm going to go Josh Key, who I think has been terrific since he's come in. But would you add anyone else?
It's a surprising one, but I actually had Cal Norton to this. I feel like him being one of our most experienced players. I think the way he played against Bournemouth, you know, on Tuesday, I thought he was magnificent. I thought he was probably our best player, to be honest. And for you know, for a guy that's, you know, in his mid-30s now, you know, he's still playing like he's in his 20s. You know, he was phenomenal. So, you know, I hope he starts because we definitely need him at the back. So I'll definitely say him.
Yeah, and then going on to key players for Bristol then. So number 1, I'm going to go with Andres Weimann. He loves a goal against us. Secondly, I'm going to go with Sam Bell. He looks very, you know, decent every time I've seen him play. And thirdly, I'm going to go with Zach Viner, who obviously we are linked with. Seems to have gone a bit off the radar at the moment, but, you know, who knows, maybe he will be a player, one of our players by the end of the window, but I highly doubt it. But yeah, would you add anyone else?
Oh yeah, I'll add 3 players to this list. First one I'll go for is Jason Knight. Obviously they signed him this summer from Derby County. I think it's magnificent business, to be honest. You know, he can play in midfield. You know, I suppose he could play, you know, as a right mid, you know, potentially. You know, so he's quite a versatile player and he's still quite young. So I think that's a brilliant signing for Bristol. I also go for Taylor Gardner-Hickman. Yeah, I'm not sure if it was a loan or if it's a permanent deal, but you know, I remember him obviously at West Brom and he was a really good player there coming through the ranks, so I'll add him as well. And then I'll also go for Harry Cornick. You know, he's got quite a bit of experience, can operate on both the flanks, could play, you know, up top as a striker as well. So yeah, I'll add those 3 players to the list. Yeah,
and then now the team lineup I'm going to go with then. So in goals I'm going to go with Carl Rushworth. Right back I'm going to go, well, right wing back I'm going to go with Harrison Ashby. Left wing back I'm going to go with Josh Key. 3 centre-halves, I'm going to go with Nathan Wood, Harry Darling and Kyle Norton. I thought Kyle Norton was excellent. Likewise with Joe Allen, who I'm also going to put in midfield alongside Matt Grimes. And then a bit ahead, I'm going to go with Charlie Patino. And then 2 up front, I'm going to go Jerry Yates and Josh Ginnelly. But yeah, what's your lineup?
I think, yeah, in goal, I'll go for Carl Rushworth. Right wing back, Harrison Ashby. Left wing back, Josh Key. Yeah, 3 defenders. Yeah, I'll agree with you with Nathan Wood, Harry Darling, and Kyle Norton. You know, I think Benga Bango recently, you know, he's just been a bit off the rails so far this season, so that's why I picked Norton over him. And then, yeah, in midfield, yeah, I'll go for Grimes. I'll go for Joe Allen because I thought he was magnificent against Bournemouth as well. And then, yeah, further forward, I'll go for Charlie Patino as well. And then up top, I'm going to change it up, and I'm going to go for Josh Ginnerly, and I'll actually go for Kucharewski up top with him. So I'm actually dropping Jerry Yates, which is a bit controversial, but recently for me he hasn't been doing it. That's why I'm picking Kucharewski and Ginelli up top over him.
Yeah, finally onto the score prediction then. I know I keep saying this, but we do need a win. I'm going to back us to get a win just before the international break. And I go Swansea City 2, Bristol City 1. And I go with Vyman to score for Bristol, and to score for the Swans I'm going to go with Jerry Yates and Josh Ginnerly. But what about you?
To be honest, I don't know how you're always so optimistic going into these games, but I think realistically, I think we'll be lucky to get a point against these. You know, they are a decent side, give us a good game every single time we play against them. So I don't for a 1-1 draw like it is most seasons. I think for us, I think Josh Ginelli will score for us, and then for Bristol, I'll go for Harry Cornick.
Yeah, obviously, once again, a massive thanks for watching this. We'll be back tomorrow with a matchday vlog, so stay tuned for that, and thanks for watching.
Yeah, cheers.